Successful Minds with Patricia Baronowski-Schneider, the show that takes you around the world to share interviews with some of the most successful and relevant people on the planet. Hear their stories and get the most important business lessons they have learned on their road to success and get exclusive advice on how to implement their success into your life and business. Successful Minds with Patricia Baronowski-Schneider is brought to you by the Strategic Advisor Board and your host, Patricia Baronowski-Schneider.
Hello and welcome back to Successful Minds. I'm your host, Patty Baronowski-Schneider, CEO of Kristina Advisors. Today I'm joined by Kristina Milosevic, a business and digital marketing coach. Our topic today focuses on marketing and digital marketing. So thank you for joining us today, Kristina.
Oh, lovely to be with you, and thank you for inviting me. It's such a great pleasure having me today.
Thank you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Kristina Milosevic. As you said, I'm based in Southeast Europe, Belgrade, Serbia, and I'm digital marketing coach. And I work mostly internationally. More than 12 years, I run my team for the web, graphic design, digital marketing, and consulting. And in last, let's say, 5 years, I started working as a business and digital marketing coach. I'm such a good networker. I'm podcast creator, coach, speaker, and writer. And this is about me, and I'm super networker.
Nice. The jack of all trades. Now, what inspired you to become a business and digital marketing coach?
My background is from newspaper industry, and I was working there for 10 years. And then I just fell in love with publishing, and in that time, I started when this company just was shutting down. I started my freelancing journey. And because of that, and I wanted to be my own boss, and I wanted to work with people who I do want to work. But anyway, I like digital marketing. As I said many times, I can sit down in front of my computer and travel all around the globe.
Nice. Now, what's been your biggest challenge when it comes to marketing?
My background is also in marketing, but many years I work in more than 15 years. But when I started in digital marketing, I saw that this is a future. I love technology. I love IT sector. And because of that, this is a way how I can connect with people and just to work with them internationally. And I like English language. By the way, I'm English teacher. This is the other part of my business, of my background. And I'm super excited to do that. And I can just to help people to build their online presence and then as in digital marketing, by the way, I was working as a marketing manager and project manager and work with people in sales for websites, because my team build websites and we do graphic design for corporate identity and landing pages. And through that, from my experience, I started working as a coach.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, nowadays I love the internet, and, the same, like I work with companies around the globe, and it's true. You don't physically have to be anywhere, especially in the world of technology.
Yes, that's so true.
Now, what tips would you give to someone just starting out in digital marketing?
If someone wanted to start digital marketing, this person needs to be to have a good communication skills, to get the framework of, let's say, for good content. Also, because everything what I do is organically, so need to have a good networking skills to connect with people and and the first and foremost is to like this part of industry.
Yeah, no, that's true. Now, hopefully I'm going to say this right. Now, how has PromoZiS Team-Freelance helped companies with their web and graphic design needs? So how do you pronounce that? PromoZiS?
PromoZiS.
Okay.
PromoZiS.
Okay. Now, how has that helped companies with their web and graphic design needs?
And
basically tell us a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, this is a team. This is because I'm co-founder, and this is like a promo, and Z and S is a name capital, the first letters of my husband names. And
Okay.
we started that, and when I met him, and we started at that time our team for web and graphic design. And because he's passionate about web and graphic designing, I'm passionate about marketing. And when we met each other and started living together, we decided to start our team. So this is about PromoZiS, and it started 2010.
Oh, very nice. Well, it's going around for a while. Good job.
Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Now, what do you think is the key to successful digital marketing?
You mean in terms of working with clients, or a person who is a digital marketer?
I guess working with clients, like what would you consider to be success?
To be success, just as I said, you need to love what you do. But I really I like digital marketing, especially of new technology, because it's new era, new job. The today is so popular at artificial intelligence. And then I'm a little bit of visionary, because I know that people, we can through technology work without barriers. We can work as that we live in our neighborhood. So you don't need to think about where your clients live. This is a beauty of digital marketing, and also web and IT information technologies. Nice.
Now, I know, I'm sure it's totally different. I've had this discussion with other people, but like with AI and, ChatGPT and all of that, and now it's supposedly click a button and it'll create a website. I mean, but it doesn't have all of the necessary fundamentals right now to build, various pages. And it's coming along, but are you nervous about any of that, like affecting your business?
Yeah, but as I said, artificial intelligence people, we build that. And I think that the most important thing is that we can think with our brain. So we are creators of that. And I'm feeling, I'm very fulfilled and super happy when I can do something and when I create. And I'm in creators mode always. And when you just shut down your mobile phone or move from computer and everything, we all need to have our space to be with our inner and have a little our self-talk and see where we wanted to go and where we are now.
Yeah, that's true. Now, what advice would you give to someone looking to create their own podcast?
Podcast is about when people just, if you wanted to, let's first and foremost to start promoting your business, for example. And I wanted to encourage our audience who will listen to this podcast with you, Patricia, that I was so shy, let's say 4 years ago, and I was in the back end. I was having a Facebook group with my partner in Australia, and she was always like a front man, and I was in back end. And she said, Kristina, why don't you pop up in the group? Why don't you be visible? And at that time, I creating my challenge, and my podcast came from challenge. I created 21-day challenges, digital marketing plan strategy, and social media management. And in that time, I created 15 videos, speak on different topics on digital marketing. And also I had and hosted 4 entrepreneurs, 4 guest speakers. And to be honest, I'm much more passionate about speaking than writing. And in that time, I felt that I can start my podcast. And now I run my podcast, KSM podcast, Growing Business Online with Kristina. And I love that. And to start podcast, as I said, for digital marketing, you have to love that and to be good to have good speaking skills, and just to start with that, you have start with someone if you wanted to speak on your topic, if you wanted to be visible and speak about your business and your area of expertise, but also you can speak in face-to-face if you wanted to have a guest speaker, and at the same time you can promote yourself and your guest as we are doing now at the moment. And also you have to create good content, good topic. You can create that via Zoom or other. There are many softwares for free. I mostly use Zoom, which is so popular. We're all Zooming in some way, and just to know who is your audience, who do you want it to speak to, and with my podcast, I mostly work in my KSM Facebook group. But let's say 10 days ago, I start and I'm live on Buzzsprout and on Spotify. So if you wanted to share more and to move forward, you need to know which platforms are good for delivering your podcast, especially if you do paid. For your speakers who will pay for your podcast, you also need to offer them what they will expect from podcast and what is the number of audience who will see that podcast in terms when you have a guest speaker.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's exactly like marketing. You can sit here and blast your information all over the place, but you need to do your homework. You need to know who's your audience, where are they located, who's viewing that. So, podcast goes along with that. That's, all part of the process.
As you know, that video is much more popular when people can have chance to see your face, to see your body, to be visible and know who they speak to and know about you. And also, as I didn't mention, YouTube channel, just to have a podcast, which is so useful and most used in the world.
Yeah, I always said, especially with international, like when we used to do investor relations for clients, and they were, say, in Asia or, Africa, and they couldn't, visit. But I'm like, then do a 15-minute, quick, update on video. People want to see that you're real. They want to see your reaction. They want to know. And, visual is important. And especially nowadays in the world of scammers, there's so many people that even on LinkedIn, you don't even know if you're communicating with the right people because there've been people who've hacked profiles. So unless you're physically seeing somebody, you don't know, are you really talking to that right person? So videos. Really
but from my experience, I didn't mention it depends where is your audience? Do you prefer to use LinkedIn, or do you prefer to use Facebook or Instagram or other platforms, Twitter? Mm-hmm. But that people don't have time to listen a lot, because I think that it's 15 minutes on LinkedIn where you can upload, for example, video, or Facebook is much more longer. But anyway, people love to see you and people know who do you speak to and to express your expertise and what you do.
Right, for sure. Now, what projects are you currently working on?
I am currently working, as I said, I'm much more focused at the moment on my own as I'm own actor in terms of creating my digital marketing coaching program, how to build online business, how to start your online business, how to be visible, SEO for business and other topics, branding, networking for business. And my speaking engagement, which I wanted to be much more paid, as I was a guest speaker in USA, in Europe, in Australia, and radio show and podcasting events. But I want more to move forward to be paid as a speaker. And also I wanted to run as my KSM podcast. It was from Entrepreneur's Day, but I have done rebranding KSM, Growing Business Online with Kristina. And I'm super proud that I move forward to create my YouTube channel, and I'm live on Spotify. But at the same time, through this communication and through this work in an international market, I'm present in Australia, New Zealand, US, UK. There are many people around, and my Facebook group is also international. I think that I'm only from Serbia, to be honest. And by the way, I'm co-author of the book Global Women in Business, which I'm super proud of. There are 7 women ladies from all around the globe: New Zealand, Australia, France, Canada, USA, and I'm from Serbia. So we wanted to inspire women to start their own business journey in that book. And it was 2019. It was published and promoting in Melbourne. By the way, this is my own personal journey, business journey, but through this collaboration and networking event and many other, I'm member of many platforms like BNI, like, many women's association in USA or in Australia, and often have some networking events, and people come to me and say, Kristina, I would love to partner with you. And at the moment, I'm running two partners program. One is Quantum Business for Success, with how to become quantum business leader. And this is I'm connecting with Dr. Terry McIver. He runs his academy, ISR, Academy for Research and Mathematics, Medicine and Engineering in UK. And he's also transformative coach and hypnotherapist, and NLP trainer, and counselor of mental health. So he saw we had a discovery session call, and we started this project last year in April. So we are still in phase of building that. And I put as well my Quantum Business for Success marketing, as I mentioned, digital marketing. And so this is the beauty of this program. So we have our Quantum Business for Success group, we have our Quantum Business for Success mastermind group, and also Quantum Neurotransformative Therapy Quantum Business for Success YouTube channel. The other part as a partnership, and I love John Venture and sometimes, as I said many times, that I love to attract my competition and to work with them. This is my way of working. And one lady, she lives in Pennsylvania, and we started to create Women of Influence series of the book, with amazing women all around the globe. But the first we started with Serbia because she wanted to look like that. And we are in phase of inviting women to join to creating this first book. So I think that it's going to be published in September, let's say October this year. So I'm super, super busy, and I'm super passionate, and my job is my journey, is my love, is my income, is my everything.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely sound really busy, but you have a lot going on. That's awesome. Oh, nice. Now, what do you think sets you apart from other businesses and digital marketing coaches?
Can you just formulate the question? Maybe I didn't understand it.
That's okay. Basically, what sets you apart from other businesses and digital marketing coaches? Like, what makes you different?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I'm very passionate what I do. I like to be a lot focused on my clients, nurture them, let's say, to connect with them many years, to be with them, and is it on Facebook, and I'm with my clients where they are. So I'm super busy in terms that I sleep very, people always ask me, Kristina, when do you sleep? And I work in all time zones, and I know them, and I don't need converter. I know when it's morning, and I always work in my night time. Sometimes it is not good for my health. I know that. I have awareness about it, but I like to communicate with them, and people feel good. I can speak, and sometimes I have discovery session three times per week, and I'm not salesy person. I love to connect. I love to know about you, about other, and maybe this client come to me 1 year after, and I have experience like this, and I'm always for them and after that we start being good friends, let's say, and know about each other. And this is like to be punctual, to do our work on time, to know what they need. And I'm always be persistent, and my motto is be persistent, be consistent, be successful. And my clients really want that I'm in consistency, and I don't want to push them, but I'm always open to hear what they need and and the point is how to solve their problems.
Right.
When we work together, but you always need to create something, and I'm always in creation mode for me and for them.
Yeah, that's one of the mottos that I always say. So many people, they're all about, how do I make myself good? How do I make my company good? And I always tell them, it's not about you. It's about your customers, about your client. What do they need? What do they want? If you do good for them, that looks good on you. But everybody doesn't get it. They get mad when I say that. They're like, but it's me. It's not about you. You're nobody if you don't have a client or a customer. So you have to serve them. And yeah, so that's good that everybody, you're accommodating everybody.
Yeah, and you know what is curious? I have one client from New York City, and she said, and we created for her, designed her logo for traveling agency. And she said, Kristina, I didn't dream that I will work with someone from Serbia. And I said, and she said, oh my gosh, you have a lot of patience for me. Thank you so much. And she said many times, you are the best of the best. I don't want to say good wording for me. This is her words. And I can always invite her to say what she did, what she done,
Right.
And I love reviews, on LinkedIn, on my PromoZiS Team webpage. And when you work something from your heart, with your passion, and people really recognize it. People really recognize that you really like what you love to do, what you do, And I really like what I do, and I'm super, super happy because of that.
Nice. Now, what have been some of your most successful campaigns?
Yeah, it was one networking event when I invite my friends to my show, my podcast. So we have one brainstorming session. It was amazing. There were 50 people, and we were talking about digital marketing strategies and how to start their business. This is for me it was 2 years ago. I mean.
Nice, and everybody got on board, and they were all telling their stories.
Yeah, and I love when people share stories. Patricia, as I said, pronounce you Patricia. Patricia,
yes.
Patricia, and what is it curious? When you heard about, and I love my guest speaker story because I have chance to always hear what did they say, and sometimes I can use some tips, and sometimes I ask them something which I don't know, and it's really amazing when you have chance to speak to people from different area, from different industries, from different parts of the world, and you have chance to know about culture, about tradition, about their opinion, what they need, what they like, And this is really podcast is so valued, is so amazing, and so I don't know how to explain it. My expression,
no, I get it. Even with this podcast, I've been talking to people around the world, and it has nothing to do with my business. It's about every type of industry out there. And somebody, I'll always get people say, well, I don't know, is my story good enough? I said, every story needs a voice. I'm learning so much just from talking to so many different people, and it's stuff that I normally wouldn't even know about. So I love it. I'm learning about, like you say, different cultures, different businesses, different personalities, what makes, what they do, what makes it work for them. It might not work for everybody, but it's still just interesting to hear it all.
And guess what? Sometimes you have some to ask and you don't know. And when you have some guest speaker, just you can open and you have got your answer. And something is opening like a box. This is really awesome.
Nice. Now, what do you think is the most important skill for a successful marketer?
For a successful marketer is to be, as I said, to be first and foremost to like the job you want to do, to connect with people, to be good in a connection, to nurture them, to know what they want, what this person wanted to do, and who is audience, what this person wanted to help. Because digital marketing is a very, very big topic. It's very big industry, how I can say, in that area. And I need to be very flexible, to be very passionate, to being calm, just and to be good listener, to know what leads and potential clients need.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people, it gets a little tricky. Like me, I have 35 years experience. I can tell you what I think you should do. And I have the experience, and I pretty much know that this is what you should do. But again, it's not about me. So I just lay it out there. But I have to hear what you want. You might say, but I really want to go that way. I could say, okay, here's why I think that's not a good idea, but I'm going to do what you want to do. So, you do. It's not just about talking. You have to listen. You have to really learn what it is, why they want to do that.
I think that you need much to be better listener than speaker in terms when you are in front of your potential client. And Patricia, I have a question for you. What do you think? How do you see difference between coaching and mentoring?
Well, the tricky part, believe it or not, ever since COVID, it just seems everybody under the sun claims to be a coach. They're not licensed, they're not certified, everybody became a coach of some sort. And you have to add value. Now, I have a mentor. He's actually the person who hosts these podcasts, and he's just phenomenal. Doesn't ask for anything in return. He wants to help people, genuinely help people. He's got dozens of years of experience. His goal is to do nothing other than help you. Where a coach, first of all, like I said, majority of them are not even certified. They're not even licensed. They have no valuable experience other than just saying they're a coach. And what are they doing in return? Most of them are charging money, but are you really helping? What experience do you have that qualifies you to help me? So I think that's the difference of a coach and a mentor. A mentor is not asking for anything in return. They're here to offer you their experience and guidance. Where a coach is looking for money for whether they have the experience to help you, who knows? Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Yes, and in this quantum business for success, this is going to be an international certification, which is so great for, let's say, for people in wellness industry, in doctors, nurses, ordinary doctors, coaches, wellness business owners, Reiki practitioners, yoga trainers, because I think that is going to be such a great how to become quantum business leader on holistic way, because if we run our business, we're in some way leaders. And as you said, I agree with you. There are many coaches who ask for money, and people come from as a coach like that they do something, and is it about health, is it about some product, whatever may be, and they are coming from their background. But I think that they will all need as a coach to get certification, which is so important.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the certification, it's just funny when I see everybody coach. I'm like, well, what qualified you to be a coach? But it doesn't, even if they don't have the certification, if you came to me and said, well, I'm going to coach you, I have 20 years experience, that itself means something. Like, I don't believe everybody has to have a college degree. Your experience speaks volume to, what you know. So if you have 20 years experience, I trust that you can coach me to direct me in the right way. But if you were a receptionist at a dentist office and now you're going to teach me how to run my business as a coach, what experience do you have that qualify you to teach me? So that's where it gets a little tricky.
Yes, and because of that, I asked you about when you triggered me when you said that you have more than 30 years experience. So, and you are a coach as well. I didn't ask you about,
I'm not technically a coach at all. I do a podcast. I do a YouTube channel. It's called Been There, Done That. I'm not coaching anybody. I give you free advice. I always say, whatever you're trying to do I guarantee you I've been there, done that. You can learn from my mistakes. Let me just give you free advice. But I don't claim to be a coach in any way. I'm happy to help anybody. I'm happy to talk to anybody. I've written several books myself. It's just all free advice because I love helping people. But I don't claim to be a coach.
Yeah, and I like helping people, to be honest. And many years I help people, and I like volunteering work and be a mentor, in some women organization. But what was curious is that last year I had one man from France originally, but he lives in London, and he was a coach, transformative coach, life coach. And he was my guest speaker. And guess what? I was like, okay, my group is not going to be only female. It's going to be, I will have men. And he triggered me to start. And because there are sometimes that men, some entrepreneurs, male, ask me, hey, Kristina, why do you work only with women? What about men? So and I started working with, and I put in my group, I work with men and women. So this is and here on local market in building from web design, website, we also have entrepreneurs, men and women. So.
Yeah, I same here. I mean, I've worked with people around the world, every nationality, everything. I help people. I just I've been featured in magazines where it'll talk about a women in a male dominated industry. So things like that, I can only speak from my experience, but I just always say, can't we all just get along?
It's really nice. I love that.
Now tell us, how can people get a hold of you?
How people can connect with me. People can connect with me. My link to my website is www.team.promozis.com, or my email info.marketingsr@gmail.com, or KSM Coaching and Consulting Facebook group, or Quantum Business for Success Facebook group, or KSM Business Coaching and Consulting Facebook page. So I think that on LinkedIn as well, Kristina Milosevic, people can also connect with me. On Instagram, Kristi7. So I'm on, but mostly I'm present, on Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay. I'm much more on Instagram.
Okay, I'll put your contact info on here as well.
Yeah, you have it.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the show. Again, that was Kristina Milosevic. Thank you for listening to Successful Minds with Patty B. Never miss an episode by subscribing to the show. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. It was lovely.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Successful Minds with your host, Patricia Baronowski-Schneider. Please leave your feedback and visit strategicadvisorboard.com to get the latest and greatest business advisement on the planet. Follow us on social media for updates, and we'll see you on the next episode.